Hello and welcome back to the Rela Talks, the channel where we uncover the hidden roots of religion, spirituality, and the philosophies that shaped entire civilizations. Today, I want to take you on a journey deep into the heart of ancient China. Picture this with me for a moment: a land torn apart by war, kingdoms fighting endlessly, rulers desperate for power, and ordinary people wondering, how do we live in such a world? Out of that storm, two voices rose. One taught that harmony comes through morality, discipline, and respect. The other whispered that harmony already exists if only we learn to live in balance with nature. These voices gave birth to Confucianism and Taoism, two traditions, very different yet deeply connected, that continue to shape human thought even after 2,500 years. So, stay with me until the end of this video, because this isn't just a story about ancient philosophy. This is about discovering wisdom that can guide our lives even today. Ancient China before the philosophies. To understand the birth of Confucianism and Taoism, we must step into ancient China around 2,500 years ago. This was the spring and autumn period, a time when the great Zhou dynasty had weakened. Instead of one unified empire, China was broken into small states. Each was ruled by warlords and dukes, constantly battling for land, resources, and dominance. Imagine living in that world: armies marching through fields, families torn apart, a sense of fear lingering in the air. People ask themselves, is there no order? Is there no way to restore peace? And because humans always seek meaning in chaos, this was also the golden age of philosophy, known as the 100 schools of thought. Dozens of great minds arose, each offering their vision of how society could heal. And among these, two stood above all: Confucianism, the path of order and morality, and Taoism, the path of balance and harmony with nature. Confucianism, the life of Confucius. Let us begin with Confucianism, founded by a man named Confucius, or Kongfuzi, which means Master Kong. He was born in the year 551 BCE in the state of Lu. His childhood was not an easy one. His father died when he was very young, and his family struggled in poverty. Yet from the beginning, Confucius was drawn to learning. He wasn't learning for wealth or power. He believed that wisdom from the past, the traditions of ancient kings, the rituals of ancestors, held the key to saving the present. As he grew, Confucius became a teacher, a thinker, and an advisor to rulers. His dream was simple yet profound: a society built on morality, respect, and duty. But what exactly did he teach? Confucius emphasized a few powerful principles: ren, meaning humaneness or compassion, to treat others with kindness; li, meaning rituals and proper conduct, the rules that keep society respectful and ordered; xiao, filial piety, the devotion to parents and ancestors, because strong families create strong societies; and yi, righteousness, the courage to do what is morally right. Confucius believed that if rulers were virtuous, the people would follow. If families honored respect and duty, harmony would ripple outward, from household to community to the entire kingdom. But here's the interesting part: during his lifetime, rulers often ignored him. Confucius traveled from one state to another, offering his wisdom, but warlords preferred power over virtue. Still, his disciples believed in him. They recorded his words in a collection we now call the Analects. And over centuries, those teachings became the very foundation of Chinese education, politics, and culture. Confucianism became not just a philosophy but a way of life. Taoism, the mystery of Laozi. Now let's turn to Taoism, a very different path. If Confucianism is about structure and order, Taoism is about flow and freedom. Its founder is a mysterious figure named Laozi, or Lao Tzu, meaning old master. Some say he lived around the same time as Confucius, in the 6th century BCE. Others debate whether he truly existed, or whether his teachings were written later by many sages under his name. Legends tell us that Confucius himself once met Laozi. After the meeting, Confucius was amazed, saying, "I know how birds fly and how fish swim, but I do not know how Laozi rises into the air like a dragon riding the clouds." Laozi is credited with writing the Tao Te Ching, a short but profound book, just 5,000 Chinese characters, yet filled with endless wisdom. The heart of Taoism is the Tao the Way, an invisible, eternal force that flows through all things. Taoism teaches us that life is not about forcing or controlling, but about aligning with the Tao. Its key ideas include Wu Wei, effortless action, not laziness, but flowing with the natural current instead of struggling against it. Zirun, spontaneity, living according to one's true nature. And of course, yin and yang, the cosmic balance of opposites, light and dark, male and female, hard and soft, action and stillness. Taoism encourages us to live simply, meditate, breathe deeply, and stay close to nature. Where Confucianism shaped governments and schools, Taoism shaped spirituality, medicine, art, poetry, and martial arts like Tai Chi. It was the gentle undercurrent of Chinese civilization, quiet but deeply influential. Harmony or opposition? Now you may ask, were Confucianism and Taoism enemies? At first glance, yes, they seem opposite. Confucianism is strict, with duties and rules. Taoism is free, encouraging us to let go. But in reality, they complemented each other. For centuries, Chinese people practiced both. A scholar might follow Confucian duty in society and Taoist meditation in private life. A ruler might govern with Confucian ethics but find personal peace in Taoist philosophy. Together, they created a balance, structure and freedom, responsibility and peace, society and nature, legacy and influence. Over time, both Confucianism and Taoism spread beyond China. Confucianism shaped Korea, Japan, and Vietnam, deeply influencing education, family structures, and government systems. For centuries, Chinese officials were chosen through exams based on Confucian texts. Imagine an entire bureaucracy built on one man's teachings. Taoism, meanwhile, influenced Chinese medicine, herbal practices, and martial arts. Its philosophy of yin and yang became a symbol recognized all around the world. Its wisdom can be felt in mindfulness practices, meditation, and even modern environmental thought. Today, we may not call ourselves Confucians or Taoists, but we live with their ideas every day. When we speak of balance, of going with the flow, of respecting parents and teachers, of seeking harmony in society, these are echoes of Confucius and Laozi. So, what do we learn from the origins of Confucianism and Taoism? We learn that when the world is in chaos, people search for wisdom. Some look for structure, ethics, and responsibility, like Confucius taught. Others look for freedom, simplicity, and peace with nature, like Laozi revealed. And perhaps, true wisdom lies in balancing both. In our modern lives, Confucius reminds us to live responsibly, with duty and respect. Taoism reminds us to breathe, to let go, and to flow with life's currents. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the roots of Confucianism and Taoism. If this story gave you new insight, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Realer Talks, where the wisdom of the past becomes guidance for the present. Until next time, may you live with the responsibility of Confucius and the harmony of Laozi. This is the Realer Talks signing off.